Hey guys, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Knick-Knack, hanging out with you guys tonight to follow up on my promise from my last video, and that is to reveal tonight my top 10? Let's do top 10, my top 10 favorite mass retail finds. Now, mass retail, of course, I'm talking about things that I picked up in places like Walmart and Target, things that are generally found in a big box store, not exclusive and premium items that you generally get online. So my top 10 favorite mass retail finds. Let's just put a price point of generally under $100, but most of these will probably fall under $75, I think. So yeah, let's get to that top 10, guys, right now.
Knick-Knack's Plastic Planet.
Alrighty, guys, coming in at number 10 tonight. Number 10. These two are actually sold separately, but I'm going to list them together because they just go together like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or R2-D2 and C-3PO. Of course, I am talking about BT1 right here and Triple Zero. These two are two maniacal villain droids. If you're familiar with the Marvel Comics Vader series or the later Marvel Comics Dr. Aphra series, these two are prominently featured in those two comic books, and they are really damn cool. I am not the biggest fan of Disney Star Wars, as many of you know, but I gotta tip my cap when it needs to be tipped. And in this case, it definitely needs to be tipped for these two because these two are amazingly awesome, cool characters. Like I said, they're kind of the yin to the yang of C-3PO and R2-D2. You got Triple Zero here. He's a protocol droid, but unlike C-3PO, who is programmed in etiquette and protocol, he is programmed in interrogation and torture. And then, of course, you got BT1 right here, who, unlike R2-D2, he has, well, like R2-D2, I should say, he has tons of gadgets. But unlike R2-D2, his gadgets are just nasty, horrible, awesome weapons of mass destruction, including rocket launchers and mag lasers and all kinds of shit on here that would just screw anyone up, just jack you up. So yeah, he could probably take on a whole corps of rebel troopers there if he got the drop on him with all that weaponry. He is really damn cool, and these two are really damn cool. They of course are part of the Black series from Hasbro. I bought these at my local Disney store. But, and in fact, I think they might have been exclusives to the Disney store. I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me, but that's where I got mine, and I haven't seen them anywhere else to my knowledge. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section. I think so highly of these figures that they actually made their way up here into my premium Star Wars room, or the Plastic Planet, as I call it, the original Plastic Planet, my collection room up here, which is basically features only premium Star Wars figures. So I thought so highly of these two that they made it up here into one of my details. Really do dig them a lot, and so they are a worthy part of this list. Coming in at number 10, Triple Zero and BT1.
I am Copabot. This unit comes complete with anti-gravitational drone technology, which enables me to see, observe, and scan all anti-Copa activities to report back to my Federal Trade Commission master.
They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals.
Alrighty, guys. Well, next on my list, yeah, we're visiting yet another Black series from Hasbro. I've been kind of down on Disney, or I should say Star Wars Hasbro in the last couple of years, but there's going to be probably a surprisingly amount of Star Wars love on this list tonight, and that includes this Black series, if I can keep her in focus, Padme Amidala. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I love this figure a lot. The proportions on her are wonderful, amazing looking. I don't want to say body, I sound like a perv. But yeah, she looks really good. Just look at that face sculpt. It's like they've started doing these digital scans, and the technology's just gone crazy on these. I mean, that just looks a lot like Natalie Portman. Amazing for a $20 action figure anyway. So she looks amazing. She definitely is worthy of number 9 on this list. Absolutely awesome. There is no soft goods on her. She is all plastic. She's a little hard to stand. I have her on a stand here so I could get her into more of a kind of a casual stance. I didn't want to, you know, I suppose I could stand her if I jacked with her joints and got her in some weird funky kung fu pose. I could get her to stand on her own, but I just wanted her in a real candid pose like I have her here. So she is on an action figure stand, which she did not come with, but yeah, she does look really damn good. Yeah, I love this figure a lot. If I get a little more of a 360 on her, look at that. Look how great she looks. Absolutely freaking fantastic. Again, the molding on this figure is amazing. This is plastic, but it almost looks fabric-like. It almost looks like soft goods. Even like the configuration or the buns in her hair, or her hairstyle looks really good. If you guys can see that. My lighting is a little poor right here. But yeah, she looks absolutely awesome. I thought I'd put her up against the Pac-Man machine here, and that's not working out real well for the camera work here. But yeah, she looks really damn good. So Padme Amidala Black Series from Hasbro coming in at number 9. Bam! Alrighty guys, well, if you're a frequent viewer or subscriber to my channel, and if you are a frequent viewer, why aren't you a subscriber? Please do hit that subscribe button. As you guys would know, I have been buying a ton of Godzilla collectibles this past calendar year. It's been just an awesome year for Godzilla as far as the offerings in both mass retail and premium for that matter. And I'm kind of scanning out my Godzilla shelf. This, of course, is a premium action figure here, this particular Godzilla, so I'm not going to be talking about him. I'm going to show you guys which one I settled on as my favorite, as I just hit my head on my train set up here. That hurt. But anyway, this guy right here is probably my favorite of all my mass retail ones I picked up. This, of course, is the Godzilla versus King Kong. This is from the Showa era Godzilla, so he's a little more cutesy, a little more adorable as opposed to like the more modern offerings of Godzilla, say the Millennium, or even the Heisei, or of course the Shin Godzilla, who's just gruesome. But this guy is just a little more cute, but he is awesome looking. Really dig this guy a lot. He is, of course, like I said, from King Kong versus Godzilla, or Godzilla versus King Kong, and he looks absolutely awesome. This was a offering from NECA this past year. Picked him up at Target. He was under $30, which is really nice. Comes with obviously his atomic breath. Looks really damn good. This is just an awesome looking Godzilla. He's got nice yellow eyes there. If you guys can pick that up, yeah, look how good that looks. So he is absolutely fantastic. Love him a lot. This is where he lives on my shelf. And yeah, so he definitely is number 8 on this list. Love him a lot. Love all of these for that matter. But this one, for whatever reason, just kind of is the one I like the best. So he is the one that'll take home the title in my Godzilla collection at number 8. Alrighty guys, well, speaking of fictional monsters, coming in at number 7 is my Indominus Rex, seen up here on my shelf next to my T-Rex, which he kind of dwarfs. This is an awesome looking figure. He makes a ton of noises. I did a full review on him a few months back. He is really damn cool. I don't know if I could get him to go for you guys. I can't remember where all the buttons are on these things, but he looks really damn cool. I love the way his snout kind of closes up, but if you open up his mouth, looks really damn awesome in there. I don't know if I can get him to make a noise, but you can see all the little tendons and muscles in his mouth. Look really damn cool. He is absolutely fantastic. Love this piece a lot. Like I said, he does do sound effects. If I can find the button on the back here, wherever that is. But yeah, he is absolutely awesome. I just don't want to knock over my whole damn shelf in messing with this. There we go. So yeah, he is really cool. Really dig this guy a lot. He is worthy at number 7, I think. Love my Jurassic World, Jurassic Park dinosaurs, as you guys are going to see more of here later in this video. But yeah, he is really cool. Alrighty guys, time for number 6, and I just have to put these into one group here, just because it's a collection basically, and that is the Star Wars Kenner Vintage Retro Collection that was sold at Target this past calendar year, right around the time of Father's Day. These items were actually found in the men's department as opposed to the toy section. They definitely knew their demographic on that one. But I was able to get the entire set, courtesy of my good buddy Uncle Pat, who I name drop on this channel all the time, but he did pick all 6 of these up for me at at Target in the men's department. I never actually even saw these. They were really hard to get. I was lucky to get the entire set. And yeah, they look absolutely freaking awesome. They're supposed to be a little worn around the edges. They're supposed to look like kind of aged card backs, which is fine. These stickers do come off. I've just never bothered to scrape on them to get them off, and I don't really mind them being on there. They are, after all, reproduction, so that's okay. But yeah, they do really cool down here. I've just kind of got them nailed up on the wall kind of casually down here, which is okay. I should maybe find a better place for them, but they look okay right here. So yeah, definitely at number, what are we at? Number 6, I think? So yeah, number 6 is the retro vintage Kenner Star Wars 12-back collection, which is really only 6 of them from Target. One more look at these. So these are really damn awesome. Alrighty, coming in at number 5, guys. Number 5 is a DC Multiverse figure. Now, who would have thought at the end of last year that a DC Multiverse would make my top 10 list, or anyone's top 10 list, because DC Multiverse historically are kind of crappy. But this figure is awesome. This, of course, is the Danny DeVito Penguin from Batman Returns from 1992. He is on a stand back here in the corner of my detolf. So I'm not going to be able to give you a real good 360 on him. I just don't feel like pulling him out. But he looks absolutely freaking fantastic. He is a great looking piece. Look at that head sculpt. Look at that. That just, I mean, it looks a lot like Danny DeVito, I gotta say. He is absolutely awesome. Very worthy of this list. I don't know if maybe if I had to rethink it, I wouldn't maybe put him as high as number 5. But he's coming in at number 5. He looks absolutely awesome. Great looking figure. There's some soft goods on him. He's got a nice stand. He's got a nice backdrop back there, if you can't tell. Got the Batman Returns logo there with the snow coming off of it. Which, of course, Batman Returns is a Christmas movie, FYI. Totally awesome. So, yeah, he is definitely worthy of this list and definitely worthy of being on this top 10 list at number 5. If I can get him to focus again. Come on, focus, you bastard. There he is. It's the Penguin. It's time for Primal Crash! Alrighty, guys, coming in at number 4 on my list is once again a group assortment, and that is, of course, from Lanyard Toys, the Primal Clash assortment of action figures. These were Walmart exclusives, sold pretty much primarily back in Q1, about a year ago at Walmart, and these things are just stupidly awesome. I did a really fun video of these guys about a year ago. If you want, go back and check that one out if you haven't seen it already. Pretty proud of that video. But these guys are just so fun. Not that there's like an amazing quality to these figures, not that they like have some like amazing realism, but for basically a non-franchise toy line, these things are incredible. And what really attracted me to these is how much they reminded me of like the Fisher-Price adventure people from the 1970s and 80s, and just the open, basically the open canvas of imagination that these things kind of represented to me, and the memories that I had as a child of playing with my toys. So I just had to get these guys. I mean, what's not to love? You've got basically badass soldiers riding atop prehistoric animals. You know, including Ice Age animals like a saber-toothed tiger, a woolly mammoth here, and then of course in this bird thing that's an Ice Age animal. I can't think of its name. Of course, you've got dinosaurs like a Velociraptor, a Triceratops, and whatever this thing is. It's supposed to be, I don't know, some kind of lizard. But yeah, these things are great. They go great with my Jurassic World figures as well. So they really kind of fit in on this shelf. They look fantastic. They even hold their own really with the Jurassic World figures. In some ways, the sculpts are maybe even, dare I say, a little superior. So not only do they hold their own, in some ways they surpass even some of my Jurassic World figures. I love these ones a lot. Really fun action figures. Again, it's definitely not the quality or digital scans that make these things awesome. It's just what they kind of bring out in me as far as my inner child and what makes me want to collect this crap in the first place. So yeah, what are we at? Number 4? Yeah, number 4 is definitely Lanyard Toys Primal Clash. Kick ass! Alrighty, guys. Well, we are getting down into the nitty-gritty here. We are into the top 3 of my favorite mass retail finds of the last calendar year. And as we go through these last 3 items, just one side note. I know that a lot of these figures I've been showing off have been kind of in tight places a little bit, but do keep in mind I've already done full reviews on all of these figures here on the channel, so I didn't really want to pull them down and show them off on a table. I kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit more of an organic feel to this video and show them as they are displayed on my shelves, which is, I think, is in most respects more fun anyway. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get to number 3, guys. And number 3 was a GameStop exclusive. And this is part of what Mattel labeled the Amber Collection, or Amber Series, as indicated by the amber-colored stand here. I, of course, am talking about the Velociraptor from the original Jurassic Park film. This is an incredible figure. This guy was a nominee for the number 1 slot, but he was going up against a lot of stiff competition this year. But in other years, he might have made it at number 1, no problem. He is absolutely awesome. He is up here with my large scale T-Rex from the Jurassic World line, which he almost looks like he's in scale with that. He is actually in 6-inch scale, which would be around the same scale as like a Star Wars Black Series or a DC Multiverse or a Marvel Legends figure. He is absolutely awesome. So much articulation on this figure. So much like just awesome paint apps. Look at those green eyes. Look at those beady green eyes. Mouth opens up. I mean, there's, like I said, there is just a ton of articulation, tons of things to like. You can get him in all kinds of poses. He has a great stand, looks absolutely fantastic on my shelf here. And yeah, he is just incredible. Love him so much. Yeah, he is definitely one of the best figures of the year. Alrighty, you guys ready for number 2 on my list? Well, it is the first time a Transformer has cracked this list at number 2. And that is, of course, the Siege Jetfire here. Siege of Cybertron Jetfire figure. Picked him up at Walmart last fall. Absolutely awesome, stunning looking figure. The reason I've actually bought quite a few Transformers from this last year, but they've all been more premium items such as Fans Toys and Trans Xbots and things like that. So they wouldn't make this list. But this guy will. I picked him up. He was around $70. I've seen him for cheaper since. He is absolutely fantastic. He is almost really in basically masterpiece scale, in my opinion. He might be a little undersized, but he fits really nice with my other masterpiece figures, as you could see him next to my Ultra Magnus just now. Here he is next to my big guy, my Fortress Maximus, that I bought a couple years back. But anyway, he is absolutely freaking awesome. Did a full review on him as well last fall. Really, really damn cool. Lot to love about this figure. I never transformed him. I'm just not into that. Don't really like to mess with these too much. I just kind of like to have them in robot mode, stick them on my shelf, and enjoy them that way. But yeah, he is absolutely fantastic. Definitely a worthy number 2 on this list. And just like that, Velociraptor, the Amber Series GameStop exclusive Velociraptor, he was definitely a Figure of the Year nominee. But he just fell just a little bit short. Maybe not from a quality standpoint, but just to say, this is a very subjective list, guys, and it's just kind of the way I feel about it. So he didn't quite make that top slot, but he damn well could have. Looking really damn awesome. So much to love here. Really awesome figure. And yeah, definitely a worthy number 2. Could probably be a number 1 if I was just going from a technical standpoint and just a awesome mold, awesome figure standpoint. But yeah, alas, he falls to number 2. Still awesome. Jetfire from the Siege collection from Hasbro. Bought him at Walmart. About $75 last fall. Number 2 on this list. Oh yeah. Alrighty, guys. Well, before we get to number 1, what would a top 10 list be without a few honorary mentions? And so let's get to that right now. Alrighty, and one honorary mention is, and damn, I should vacuum this floor, would be this Black Series Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi. I haven't even opened him up yet. Probably will at some point. He looks absolutely fine, fantastic. A lot like that Padme Amidala figure. It feels like they're doing digital scanning work on so many of these, and he is absolutely awesome. This probably is the best Luke Skywalker that has ever come out of the Black Series. I'm not a giant Black Series fan, but I definitely, pick them up as I see them, as I like them. I am by no means a completist on this on this series here, but he was definitely one I had to pick up. Looks absolutely awesome. Another noteworthy pair, and this figure set might actually came out last year, or 2 years ago with the Last Jedi toy line, but I found him this year at my local Ross for a steal of only $7.99. That, of course, is this Wampa Luke Skywalker 2-pack. Again, this is what I picked up this year, so I don't think this figure actually came out in 2019, but these two are absolutely awesome. Showed these off about 2 videos ago, or maybe even my last video. No, about 2 videos ago. But yeah, these two are absolutely freaking awesome, so they're definitely honorable mentions as well. About a month ago, I got this NECA Xenomorph. I believe this is from Alien Resurrection. I'm not particularly sure. Got him on an action figure stand he did not come with. But yeah, he is absolutely freaking awesome. I mean, look at that thing. That is scary as shit. So yeah, he's definitely an honorable mention as well, this Xenomorph from NECA. Alrighty, guys. Well, my final honorary mention tonight is, of course, my Arcade 1-Up Star Wars cabinet that I bought in this last year. I paid a little over $500 for this. I've seen it now for about $100 cheaper, so maybe I should have held out. But nevertheless, I've been so stoked to have this here in my collection. It is absolutely stunning. Price point and the fact that it's not an action figure has kept this off this list. Otherwise, this would easily be number 1 for me. This just brings back so many damn memories for me. Absolutely adore having this thing in my collection. I actually do play it quite a bit too. My kids play it. We've had a great time with it. I have people come over. They're amazing, amazing conversation pieces, and they really do fill out the archive room of the Plastic Planet so beautifully. All of my Arcade 1-Up machines do that for me. Absolutely love having them down here. And you know what? Just a little bit of a mini rant. Whenever I do reviews on my Arcade 1-Ups, which, bring in a lot of different kind of viewers onto my channel that don't typically, aren't my subscribers and aren't my typical viewers. I always get, 1 or 2 just complete smartasses who always, come on here, pat themselves on the back and feel the need to inform me that, for $30 I could get 3,000 games on a Raspberry Pi ROM and blah, 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 blah. Now, these are such a big waste of money. And and I'm always polite to them, but deep down I'm just thinking, you know what, numbnuts? You know what, I don't buy these specifically for the games. It's for the tactile connection I have to these cabinets from the 1980s, and to have, these are basically like a 2/3 reproduction of those cabinets, and they're not exact. They're by a purist standards, these are not anywhere near, anywhere near authentic, but they're just amazing to have here downstairs. They look absolutely fantastic here in my room, and that's why I buy them, because I'm a collector, because I love having cool shit in my house, and these are definitely cool shit. These are probably some of the best things I own in my whole entire collection. That includes all my Hot Toys and all my Sideshow premium items that I have upstairs. So yeah, all right. So rant over. My Star Wars Arcade 1-Up cabinet definitely is probably the mass retail item I bought of the year for me. Because it was available at Walmart. I got mine through GameStop, but it's not an action figure. So let's get on to number 1. Alrighty, guys, number 1 on my list of the action figure of the year is, of course, my big Brachiosaurus from the Jurassic World Dino Rivals toy line. These things are so damn cool that I bought 2 of them. They are massive. Look at the size of these guys. I did full reviews on this guy back in the fall when I bought him. I bought another one at around Christmas time because I felt he needed a friend, and I had a gift card that was burning a hole in my pocket to Target. I believe these were Target exclusives. Absolutely stunning action figures. I think that, from a sheer mold, paint apps, aesthetics, maybe the Jetfire that I just showed off from the Transformers Siege line, or maybe that GameStop exclusive Amber Collection Velociraptor might be better than these guys, but just the sheer size and value that these guys have for just at $50 for the amount. This is like the biggest action figure I've ever seen, and he is absolutely fan-frickin-tastic. At least the biggest action figure I've seen for under $50 or for $50 or less. And yeah, these guys are absolutely awesome. It's probably just my inner 5-year-old that had to push this guy over the edge and make him number 1 over the other 2, over all of my contenders here. But yeah, for just the value alone made this guy number 1. So yeah, number 1, I don't know with a bullet, but he's just so damn derpy and awesome. It's the Brachiosaurus from the Jurassic World toy line from Mattel. Alrighty guys, well that's going to wrap up this edition of The Plastic Planet. I hope you guys have enjoyed my top 10 mass retail action figures of the year, all for right around $100 or less. I don't think any of these items actually reached $100. I think that Jetfire was the most expensive item at around $75. If you combine the two Brachiosauruses, I guess you get to $100, but nevertheless, yeah. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this top 10 list. This was I did a little bit more of a casual video for this year. Kind of went a little more organic by just, shooting my shelves. I thought that might be kind of fun and kind of different. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and didn't mind just the shaky camera thing too much. So anyway, all right guys, well like I said, it's going to wrap things up from The Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber. One goal I would love to hit this year is to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I don't know if I really necessarily care about monetization. I just really want to be in the 1,000 subscriber club. I really would like to get there. So if you are an avid fan of The Plastic Planet, please do share my videos with like-minded individuals who might enjoy them. So, all right, guys. Like I said, it's going to wrap things up. And remember, guys, life is oh so very, very, very short. So get out there in 2020. Let's make this a great year for collecting. Let's make it a great year for you too as well. So get out there, guys. Fill this life with some plastic crap, because you deserve it. And I love you guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Later. Bye. Hey, you guys, welcome back inside of the... Oh, fuck my...